This is Brodeo 2, and the band that we're listening to this time is called Yaphet Kotto, and I really believe that Yaphet Kotto is one of the best bands ever. Period. I have 4 bands that I consider my favorite bands of all time. We'll start it out with Enlightend, and then we'll go to Yaphet Kotto, which we'll listen to right now, then Stop It, which you've already heard of, and then 10 Grand, which I haven't touched yet, but believe me, it's going to be so serious when I get there. Yaphet Kotto, just in the way they approach music, their approach to music, just in the way the whole scheme of a band comes together and is executed with meaning behind it. I feel that they're strongly coming from them, and that's a good thing to feel from a band. That makes me love a band, to feel substance, like a greater substance than just like guitar riffs, da-da-da-da. They're not all about solos and stuff, but there are melodies in the guitar. There are guitar parts with serious melody in there, and it brings the whole thing together with the distortion, with the bass is just back there, just like punching behind everything. The drums are just freaking chaotic, just right there. It's insane. It sounds so good. There's tons of stuff that I listen to, like I can listen to a blast beat from a black metal band or something like that. And Yaphet Kotto is just, in the grander scheme, is just sounding amazing to me. It just sounds absolutely amazing. And just how it's arranged, the subject matter, and how it plays out, the lyrics, how poetically they're written, and how that plays out in the theme of the music. The theme of the lyrics and the music. Just how they utilize things like bringing it down, like right now in the song. They're bringing it down. Bring it down, and there's an intensity behind it. And we're talking about religion, we're talking about politics. There needs to be that intensity. And then what do they need to do? They need to jump right back into it. This is so you collect your thoughts, and then bam, they're right back in there. They're right back in there with this driven, hard stuff. And it's just like, it's motivating. It feels motivating, it feels good. You know what I mean? It feels like I'm supposed to be pissed and do something about it. That's how it should feel. I feel like that's the greatest part about it. I feel like that's what I'm reading through listening to this music. I rifle through the lyrics, and then I listen to the album, and then I listen to the album and read the lyrics, and then I listen to the album and I, you know, and you feel it. You get the intensity of it. You get what they're talking about. You get all sorts of things about how you feel about certain things. That's a better thing right there. That's a better thing right there, to know how you feel about it through somebody else. When I was in high school, it was like this with Yaphet Kotto. Made it like that, and that's good. It's just one level. It sucked, but I'm getting through it. Whereas before, it was just like that, you know? That was, the song was Highly Enlightened by Yaphet Kotto. That song was called Highly Enlightened by Yaphet Kotto, off of the album Syncopated, Synthetic Laments for Love. And you should just look it up. It's really good. And this song is called B and C, and it has the same intensity. It starts out with this sort of boom, you know what I mean? And it's just good. How the vocals come in, and then there's like screamy vocals, kind of haggard, and then there's melodious vocals, kind of haggard, and I feel that deep because it's haggard, and that's how, when you have passion about something, that's how it reads. That's how it audibly, that's how it would read, you know? And it just invokes such a passion in me. And it just makes me so happy, and it makes me stutter and stammer, and makes me want to record videos and make strangers watch them. You know, that's how that makes me feel. That's a good thing, and I really would like to promote that. To sound pretentious, as a musician, I feel like music should have a passion like that, a passion like those, like Syncopated, the album Syncopated by Yaphet Kotto. That album is seriously one of the best albums ever written and cannot be duplicated. It's just in its style and its intensity, and how the lyrics play into the type of music and how fast and how it comes at you. One of the greatest albums of its style written, and it's my favorite album of all time against everything that I listen to. And I listen to a lot of music. It is my favorite thing that I love to go back to and listen to. Enlightend's my favorite band, just based on how much how much I could relate to things that he was saying in his song. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where it's like, where when I was younger, it's like, oh, he totally gets me, you know what I mean? But it's just, in all actuality, as I grow older, I find out, oh, I can really relate to what he's saying, so he's been through it and helped me out a lot. But I'm saying, it's good when a band can do that. As a musician, you should strive to make your music have more than just sick parts. It should have sick parts. It should be like what Yaphet Kotto did to me was just reestablish certain views. It was just like a force behind it that was just reconfirming certain things that I already felt. And I feel like as a musician, that's a good thing to outwardly put, not to just sing about nonsense, not to just sing about like stupid stuff like I went to a party last night, saw my friends, whoa, you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, that's fun and jolly and stuff, but what do you, like, stand up behind something that's gonna be concrete and always be there, you know what I mean? Stand up against feelings and certain strifes that you're gonna have to endure, and just put that into something positive. Music sounds so positive and uplifting, and it's just about it's about the most messed up stuff that we have to face, you know what I mean? And a big thing with me is politics and religion, because I don't feel like they should be crossed, and they are. That's just how I am. And that's how things are. And the music drives me to fight against that, or fight the fight that I want to in terms of that, because that's what they talk about. They have a lot of themes about religion and politics, and it drives me to fight that fight. It's not necessarily that I agree with everything that they're saying, but it's got good drive behind it. And then that's a factor in it. And then there's just the music, which is absolutely amazing. The melody of it, the guitar work, all that stuff completely influenced me as a guitar player. I remember I used to come home every day after school and play through the entire album on my guitar. Every day I used to do it. And that has influenced me so heavily as a guitar player. But you should definitely listen to Yaphet Kotto and check it out, and just listen to the style of it. Even if you're not interested in the politics and stuff of it, if you just listen to the style of the music and how it plays out and how the melody's in there, you know, it's really awesome. It's really amazing that people can actually do that. It's good to sit back and appreciate it. Yaphet Kotto. And the album was Syncopated, Synthetic Laments for Love. That was the first album. The second song was BNC off of The Killer Was in the Government. That's another album by them, and they have more albums that you can check out. If you'd like to buy it, go to that website. And if you're really feeling the type of music, look through this distro, and they have good bands. They have very good bands that, if you like Yaphet Kotto, you will probably most likely like at least 2 or 3 other bands on there. It's just very good, and they just have good taste, and they have good views, and they just project good things for life. Live by it. But if you can't afford to go buy it, just if you find my screen name, which it's not very difficult to find, but I'm not going to announce it. If you find it, you can just IM me, and I'll send you three Yaphet Kotto songs that I like that aren't the 2 that are listed here, and that's how that'll play out. All right. So that was Yaphet Kotto. The first song was called Highly Enlightened off of Syncopated, Synthetic Laments for Love, and the second song was still Yaphet Kotto, and the song was titled BNC off of The Killer Was in the Government, and I really think I would encourage you to go listen to them. Otherwise, I wouldn't put this up here. Come on, let's get real now, huh?